my name is Annie. Today's video is all about fashion. I'm hoping it'll be a new segment on my channel, all dedicated to different brands that I've discovered and I've purchased off. I'm hoping that this video will give, I think, just anyone some insight on a particular brand if they were interested in purchasing off. I'm a normal Aussie girl. I enjoy buying things, I enjoy fashion, I enjoy following certain trends, and I'm personally someone who does enjoy shopping online. However, there are times where I find it hard to buy things online because you obviously can't see it in person and you can't try it, you can't feel it, you can't see it. So I think that this segment should be useful for some people out there who are a little bit apprehensive to buy online. But yeah, so let's just jump right into it. So today's video will be on a brand called Sophia the Label. This brand is quite recent. They were launched in 2016. They are marketed as a luxury, ready-to-wear Australian brand. So they obviously haven't been around for long. They've been obviously active for 2 years. The lady who created this brand, his name is obviously Sophia, and I think she has a degree in textiles and fashion. So she's obviously got a very large background on fashion and is quite passionate about it, so that's really awesome. I love that this brand is Australian based and Australian owned. I think that moving forward and over the last few years I've tried really hard to support Australian brands and support brands that are made in Australia or just brands that are kind of created here and that are quite small. I obviously do appreciate something, made a lot better, so something made in Australia or something made overseas in Europe. So I think that, yeah, I'm really happy, and it's good to see that there's another brand that is Australian based, so that's good. This is their 6th drop that they've done, and I think they focus a lot on attention to detail, which is awesome. It's something we'll be talking about later on. The website has recently been revamped. When I first went on it, not a year ago, but maybe 6 months ago, I noticed that it was quite, not sketchy, but it was obviously quite new, quite recent. So they've just recently redone the website, and it's quite modern, it's quite trendy, easy to use. Yeah, so that's really cool. They have obviously a website, and they also have an Instagram page. I found this brand on Instagram, so I noticed a lot of girls were wearing one particular dress that they do. I'm not sure the name of it. I think it's sold out online, but there's a few different styles and colours. I think one of the colours is called, and styles is called the Spritz dress, but I'm not sure whether they're all the same name. So yeah, I came across their brand on Instagram and thought it was quite cool. I really liked, itchy nose. I really enjoyed the style, and I thought it was really cute. So I did a bit of research and obviously came across their website. They seem to, as I said before, they seem to target themselves and market themselves as a luxury brand. So obviously a luxury brand is going to be a little bit more money, which I'm totally happy spending a little bit of money on an item if it's made well, if it's, yeah, I guess if it's made well and it's, I'm supporting an Australian brand, I'm happy to spend a little bit of money on. Obviously, if you spend $20 on a t-shirt, you're going to get your money's worth. So if it falls apart in a few months, and that's obviously just, so anyway, that's my background on Sophia the Label. So when I was on the website, I obviously was looking around, and I did want to buy a nice dress for myself. I'm not one to have a lot of dresses in my wardrobe. Recently I've bought a lot more dresses and play suits just to kind of have as an investment piece. I do have an Instagram page where I rent a lot of my clothing, so if you did want to check that out and you were based in Australia, you're more than welcome to. I do post within Australia with renting items. I do have a few things on sale as well, and for my Melbourne people, I do have a Camberwell market coming up on the 10th of June. I've got 2 stalls, so I can link all the details below. Yeah, so that'd be amazing. It's this massive trash and treasure on Sunday morning, and it's really cute and fun, and I'm hoping to sell a lot of my items because I am going away soon, so I think I just needed to do like a last declutter. So if you wanted some cheap bargains, head over there and yeah, come and hang out with me. Anyway, yeah, so long story short, towards the end of March, I did find one particular dress that I thought was beautiful and I really wanted to buy it, and it was only available on pre-order. So from my understanding, pre-order, to me, I could be completely wrong, but I feel like when something is available for pre-order only, it means it's going to be in like high demand. So you'd assume that once it does go on sale and once they do release it to be sold, then it will, I feel like they anticipate it's going to sell out quickly, which is why they do pre-ordering. I could be wrong, but that's what I kind of assumed it was going to be. So the item that I did buy was called... So I ended up purchasing the Golden Hour dress. They did do a similar dress, a completely different material, but quite similar in regards to the style on their last drop. And I did quite like that one too, but I didn't want something that everybody else had. And when I was shopping for my birthday outfit, that was one of the dresses that I did quite like. It was quite revealing, and I was going to a winery, so I kind of ruled it out quite quickly, but it was something that I knew I would like. So I did want that one, but the one that was prior to this drop, but I kind of didn't want to have the same thing that everybody else has, so I went for the Golden Hour dress. So when I did find it on the website, it was available for pre-order, so I ended up pre-ordering this item on the 28th of March, I believe. I've got all my emails on my laptop, so... Yes, so on the 28th of March, I pre-ordered this item, so it was retailing for So it retailed for 380 Australian dollars, which is a little bit steep for a dress, in my personal opinion. I mean, I do have quite a few dresses that I I'd probably buy something between like $100 to like $400, maybe, dependent on what it is, but I did think that for $380 for a brand that's been around for 2 years is a bit, I don't know, a bit interesting. Obviously, as I said before, if it is good quality and it does look amazing, I don't mind spending a bit of money on something, so I was obviously kind of intrigued and thought I would buy it. I also have this item available on my rent page, so I kind of just thought, you know, if I do get a bit of people wearing it to rent for an event, like, it would get its wear out of it. So yeah, I bought that item. I paid for express shipping for this item, so it was $15 express shipping, and I'm pretty confident it was free for just standard shipping over a certain amount, which I exceeded. So I thought, why not just, you know, go the mile and pay for $15 shipping. So my total amount was $395, so obviously that's a lot of money. You know, I mean, I'm like one of those people that would buy a t-shirt for like $400, so I guess I can't really talk, but I was kind of I was like, a bit of money, but whatever, I work hard for my money, I wanted to buy it, I was intrigued by the brand, and I don't have any cute like white dresses. The Golden Hour dress is like, I'll show photos, but it's kind of hard to show in person without it being worn because it just looks so stupid and ugly when you're just holding it up. It doesn't make any sense, but yeah, I'll definitely show that. So yeah, I was kind of like, $380 is a lot of money. I am going away soon, so I'm going to Greece and Italy. It's going to be warm over there, so I kind of figured I could take that dress with me. It'd be so cute to wear in Mykonos, so yeah, kind of like an investment piece. I liked the dress as well because it can be worn with like sandals or heels or slides or loafers, or even like a little runner. Like, I'm a big advocate for like white runners. I wear lots of things with like sneakers. I'm not a heels girl, but I think it's versatile in that sense. So that was another kind of positive to buying the dress. Anyway, so pre-ordered it on the 28th of March. I then got an email on the 30th of April. So pretty much a month after, which said that the new autumn winter drop has now become available for purchase. So that was obviously including the dress that I pre-ordered. So that's standard, I think, for something to be pre-ordered a month before it's available to buy. But I'm impatient, so I pre-ordered it because I obviously assumed that it would sell out anyway. So I pre-ordered that, and then on the 1st of May, so this is obviously like a month and a bit after pre-ordering, I got an email saying that my shipment is on its way and the shipment is about to start its process. So, you know, like packaged and sent off to the post office and blah, blah, blah. So, I obviously got, when I pre-ordered the item, I obviously got like a estimation of when I was going to receive it. So that's really good. I wasn't kind of umming and ahhing on when it was going to come. I knew it was coming around the 1st or 2nd week of May. And there was no rush as well for this dress. I wasn't wearing it to an event. There were obviously occasions where I kind of anticipated that I would wear it if it did come on time, but it wasn't, you know, like a make or break, like, you know, be all end all that I had to have it at a certain time. So I got my email saying my item is on its way. Sorry, tongue twister. And then on the 2nd of May, I got an email saying that my order is on its way. They sent me the reference number. They sent me the carrier, who is Australia Post, which I assumed it would be with Australia Post. I got a tracking number as well, which is awesome, and that was great. Then I got an email on the 8th. Wait. Okay, so on the 2nd of May, I got an email saying it's been shipped, and then on the 8th, I got an email saying that it has been delivered. So I believe on the 2nd of May, let's check the dates. So the 2nd of May is a Wednesday. Now, with express postage, with Australia Post, there's an estimation that says it should be anywhere between 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 business days. So for me, when I get an email saying that it's been shipped, I don't count that day, I count the day after. So Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday. So I would have assumed to either receive it on Friday or Monday. I know that the estimation on Australia Post is just like a really rough calculation. It's not exact, so I did know that. However, because I had paid for $15 express post, I kind of assumed, obviously because I've bought things from people and had it express post, or I've express post something to someone within Australia, and it's never taken longer than 3 days to reach them. So I was kind of like, if it's not going to come Friday, it'll 100% come on Monday. So anyway, I waited and waited. I wasn't too bothered if it didn't come on Friday, obviously. I did know that it was coming from Western Australia. I don't think I mentioned that. No. So my package was coming from Western Australia, which I believe is where their factory is and their head office or whatever you want to call it. And I'm based in Melbourne, Australia. So if you go on Australia Post website and you type in the postcode of where it started in and then your postcode, it'll give you an estimation of how long it'll take. So I did that and I got the same thing. It was around, I think, 2 to 4 business days, something like that. So I was like, yeah, no problem, that's cool. Anyway, Monday rolled around and I didn't receive it, and I was a little bit frustrated because, I don't know, I just thought, like, from past experiences, I've had something been delivered, you know, before that day, or I don't know, I was just kind of like, why isn't it here? So then to be honest with you, I've got no idea when I received it, but I don't think I got it on Monday. I think I got it on Tuesday or Wednesday. Now, when I didn't receive it on Monday, I sent them an email because... Okay, wait, here we go. Here we go, guys. Let me just read this. So... Okay, so I sent them an email on the 4th of May. So the 4th of May is, okay, so I sent them an email on Friday because I'm impatient. Now, it said it had been shipped on the 1st, which is a Wednesday. So, given we give them, was it the 1st? Hold on, I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, so I got an email saying my shipment has been not delivered, but it's beginning on the 1st of May, which is a Tuesday. So, given we remove that day, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that's 3 business days. So on the Friday, I emailed them, which I think is pretty fair because I did pay express postage. I know it's $15, it's not a lot of money, but it's just the principle of it. And I don't know, I obviously don't live in Western Australia. I don't know what it's like, where it was coming from. I knew the postcode, but I kind of assumed it would be inner city. I obviously learnt later on it wasn't inner city, so that's on me. But anyway, I just thought I would email out of common courtesy. You know, I have paid a lot of money for an item. I wanted to know what the kind of progress was. So I emailed them on the 4th of May, which was a Friday, and I just said, hi, I'm sorry to do this, but as I said, I pre-ordered my item and paid for the express post option. As you have stated above, and as per my emails, my item was shipped out and received by Ozpost on the 1st of May. Express post, according to Ozpost, should come between 2 to 3 business days within Australia. I'm really disappointed that the package was sent out on the 1st and I still haven't received it for the weekend, which I wanted it for. I knew the package wouldn't come in time. I wouldn't have paid... Oh, sorry, I wrote at the end, if I knew the package wouldn't have come in time, then I wouldn't have paid for the express post option. And then that was the 4th. Okay, so I didn't get a response. So 4 days later, I received my item. So on the 8th of May, I received it. Now, let's have a look at how long that would have taken. So we got an email saying that my item has been sent out on the 1st of May. Cool. I've got it all here in front of me. I have proof. So the 2nd was a Wednesday. So 1, 2, 3... 4th is Friday, so 3. Obviously, you can't account for the weekend because they don't work on the weekends. Ozpost don't do anything on the weekend because they have days off. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday. So that is 5 days. So I received my item on the 5th day. Now, when it comes to express post, I thought that was a bit weird. I think that if I received it on the 7th, I would have had no issue. And I was a little bit disappointed that, first of all, I sent out an email and they didn't reply. So that was really unfair. I just don't think that's right. I think as a new company, as a quite recent company, someone that's kind of marketing themselves as luxury and not affordable. Sorry, that came out. Wow, contradiction. Wow, don't contradict yourself, Annie. So I think when a company is as recent as this and they are marketing themselves as luxury, I keep trying to say affordable. When they market themselves as a luxury brand, I think that with luxury comes with good customer service, and I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't get a punctual email back because I wasn't rude, I wasn't trying to cause any, dramas, but at the end of the day, like, I'm a customer and I have a right to kind of query where my item is, so I thought that was quite valid. Anyway, so I did get my item on the 8th, which is a Tuesday. It's almost a week after, not a week because you can't use the weekend, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's 4 days. I don't think that's right for express post. If I would have just left it and not paid express post if I didn't think it would come within like 3 to 4 days, so I was kind of annoyed. 2 to 3, not 3 to 4. So anyway, I was a bit bummed at that. So that was kind of like, I don't know, I'm a bit triggered. Anyway, on the 8th of May, I sent them another email and said this. Hi. I might put this on the screen, I'm not sure. Hi. It disheartens me to have to write to you again in regards to this matter. I received my parcel today, which I'm really happy about and can't wait to wear. On review of the below matter, I contacted Australia Post in regards to my order to work out what the delay was for my package to arrive to me, as I believe that there is nothing you can do once the package is sent to Ozpost from your warehouse. Just before I continue, I did ring Ozpost. I can't remember when I rang them. I must have been on the Monday, just to kind of say, hi, where's my package? Why is it not taking, as long as I thought it would, blah, blah, blah. And the guy he was really helpful. He pretty much said, because it's coming from outer city Perth or Western Australia, whatever you want to call it, you have to allot for like another day or something like that, because it's not like inner city, it's you know, it's not relatively like normal area. So I kind of just said, okay, no problem. I was still kind of bothered by that, but I don't know. Probably, you know what, this is probably just a bit of miscommunication, because I can't do anything about the fact that it's out of city, but I was just a bit annoyed. Like, I don't know why I paid express post if it was not going to come in like 2 to 3 business days. It kind of annoyed me. So that was dumb, and now I know better, but I don't know. I guess that's just me. That's just my personal experience as well. I'm not saying this is going to happen to you. I'm not trying to badmouth the company. I'm just giving my honest experience with this company. I think that, yeah, I just want to be able to help someone else if they type in on YouTube, because obviously everyone checks things on YouTube now, and it's easy to like watch something that someone's talking about rather than like read something, because who reads nowadays? I don't know, I thought I'd try and help someone else who wants to buy off this brand, or, you know, buy something, you know. So I'm not trying to badmouth the company. I think that they've got cute AF stuff, and I obviously think that because I bought one of their things, but yeah, I'm just sharing my personal experience because I want to, you know, do something different and review brands I buy off. So please don't think I'm bashing the company. Please don't think that at all. I'm literally just giving my honest experience with the brand. So anyway, I'll continue on. So, and I think that's right as well. Once the item leaves their warehouse and is given to Australia Post or whichever company they're using, it's not the company's fault anymore, the label, because it's all up to Australia Post, and like they're liable for it now. So it's not fair for me to kind of, you know, attack Sophia the label and say, where's my package, like why hasn't it come to me yet, because it's up to Australia Post. If they're going to be like slack about it, then that's on them, not on Sophia the label. So that's something I've learned over the last few years, but that's something to keep in mind as well. Anyway, so it's up to Australia Post to get a package to someone in the allotted time, and not your fault. So I apologise for that. Ozpost was great and assured me the rough estimate they have on their website is only a guide, and because your warehouse is out of suburbs, it may have taken a day or two longer, which is fine. However, once I received my package today, I can't help but notice the post bag I received says parcel post and not express post. Now, I'll insert a picture below or a video, because I did pre-record this aspect when I received it. In the past, when I've purchased something and it's in this packaging, so you either get like I'll insert a photo, but if you get, there's like, when you buy packages from Australia Post yourself, like at a post office, there's obviously like different variations of like packages that you can buy. And the express post for my personal experience is like all yellow, and then the standard postage is like all red. So I'll insert that. With certain companies, they send you a plain white package with a sticker on the front that, from my personal opinion, either says up the top in a little banner, red parcel post or yellow express post. Now, I could be wrong, because I don't work for this company, and I don't know what they receive from Ozpost and like the stickers that they receive, but that's just what I'm used to. So when I got my package, I was like, hang on, this is an express post. Why have I paid $15 for express post? And it kind of added up to like why my package took so long. And I kind of thought maybe it's been mixed up and hasn't been honoured as express postage. Anyway. However, once I received my package today, I can't help but notice the post bag I received says parcel post and not express post. Picture seen below. Therefore, my package was sent with normal postage, which I could have gotten for free, but I paid specifically for express post as said in the email. I have received post bags the exact same to the one I received from you, and if it was an express post, it states this clearly where the parcel post stamp is in yellow with express post, so it should be different. And I asked for a refund of my $15 because I was annoyed. Anyway, I sent a screenshot of my purchase of where it says I paid express postage and the total of my whole order, and then I took a photo of my bag, which just literally says parcel post. So I assumed that I hadn't been honoured express post. Anyway, I got an email. Bear with me. I got an email on the 9th of May, so a day after, and it said, "Hi Annie, We send all our parcels with the parcel post stickers as this is what we are provided with. However, the barcode on your package is what they scan and it was sent with express parcel post. See below proof of express shipping in the order. So she sent me photos that says shipping description express post safe drop, which is what I asked for, which is pretty much like if you're not home, you can like say like I want it put here. If I'm not home, like don't route it to like the post office because I hate when they do that. I hate when they leave cards because usually you can't pick it up that day, like you've got to pick it up a day after, and it's just like why? Anyway, so she sent me a photo proof of, you know, my order, and it shows me that the postcode from where it started was in Palmyra, which is 6157 postcode. When I went to look up the Australia Post like estimation of how long it'll take, there were like 4 different Palmyra suburbs, and I'm sitting there like, what do you mean? Like even the postcode, like it was the same postcode, but they had like 3 different Palmyras. So I was like, what the hell? So that was a bit frustrating for me. Anyway, so she sent me an email. Now, I appreciate her email. Thank you for your email, Katie. But I don't know. That's just my experience with it, and I'm still under the impression that I didn't get express post, so that's kind of annoying. However, you know, I consented to paying $15 express post, and I'm just an impatient person, so I've lost that $15. But yeah, that was my experience. I don't know whether anyone else has experienced this before. I probably am entirely wrong with the bannering of the parcel, that it doesn't always say express post. It's just like the discretion, or it depends on the brand and like what stickers they receive. But I was a little bit like fishy about it. Anyway, so that's my experience with the shipment. So I was annoyed that it took so long. Obviously, I now know that, you know, outer areas in certain states in Australia might take a little bit more longer than what it will take in a city. So that's obviously like something to learn and something to note. So I guess if you are purchasing from this brand or any brand that's, you know, out of city, don't expect it to come in the allotted time, because it might not. Plus, you know, Oz Post can sometimes be a little bit slack. I've seen, you know, past occasions, I noticed that they're a little bit slack, so that's another thing to take into account. So that's the shipment, obviously. So I pre-ordered the item, came a month later. They were a little bit slack on replying to me. That was a bit annoying, so that was something to take into consideration, I guess. And then they did obviously eventually reply. I know that they're a brand, they're a company, they obviously have, I'm sure, other people to reply to and you know, more important things to do, so that's fair enough. But at the end of the day, I am a client. If you want me to be a recurring client, then, well, not client, customer, if you want me to continuously buy things off you, then, you know, customer service does go a long way. Like, you know, you're not going to buy something from a company if they, like, you know, horrible customer service. And I've got, like, stories about certain brands that are like that, and it's annoying because I still buy from their brand. But, yeah, I don't know. So, anyway, that's just kind of how I think of it. Like, I studied business, like, I've learned, you know, different kind of avenues, and, like, customer service, obviously, like, is a big deal. Like, you don't obviously learn about that in business, but, like, I also work in retail as well, so it's just something that you kind of, you know, it comes hand in hand. Like, if you're not going to get good customer service, whether it's online or whether it's, like, face-to-face, then you're not going to want to buy things. You're not going to want to spend time on the store. You're not going to, you know, want to obviously continuously, like, give money to that company. And if you don't build a rapport with your client, why do I keep saying client? If you don't build, like, a rapport and, like, a relationship with your customer, then chances are they're not going to want to buy from that brand. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just me personally. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on from that, let's put that to bed. So we've dealt with that. Now we can talk about the actual dress. So I purchased a size 8 Australian women's. Now, I believe the dress comes in size 6 to size 12. Let me just confirm. No. The sizing is from 6 to size 10. Now, that's really, really poor, in my personal opinion. I don't know why they are such a small size range. I just, you know, maybe it's just because that's what they're marketing as to, like, that, not demographic, but, you know, that kind of sizing, if that makes sense. I guess it is a very revealing dress, so I don't think, you know, if you were larger than a size 10, you'd want to be wearing something like that. I do understand that, because it is, you know, with when I show photos, it is super, like, it's got cutouts here, and it's like semi backless, so it is quite revealing. It does show a lot of skin, so I kind of understand that, and that could potentially be the reasoning behind why that is. I don't know whether there are other items that do have a larger size range, but that's just what this dress is offering here. So when you go onto the section to look at this dress, the description, so first of all, they offer Afterpay, Grouse, they offer like PayPal. Let's go down the bottom, hold on. So they accept American Express, Apple Pay, MasterCard, PayPal, Visa. So that's good. So like they're obviously like, what's the word? They're credited. No, not credited. Anyway, yeah, they offer a lot of different payment options, which is great. I think Afterpay for a lot of young girls is awesome. I don't personally understand Afterpay. I'll never use it, but, you know, some people don't have the money straight away. So, and it might be like a discipline thing for them, even though lay-by is more of a discipline because you can't pick it up until you make your last payment. But anyway, that's just how it is nowadays. Generation wants everything right now. So whoever created Afterpay is really smart, probably is making a lot of money, so, you know, good for them. Anyway, so they offer Zip Pay, which is Afterpay, right? Yeah, I think that's, I don't know. So anyway, it's got the description of the item, so I like the layout of the website a lot. It's really simplistic, it's really basic, it's just straight to the point, not a lot of information, it's just quite simple. They have an about page, which kind of says what they're about, like what their kind of niche is, what they, you know, who the lady is who created it, where she created it, why she created it, so that's good. And I obviously said before, like, you know, it says when they launch, it said like what they're kind of targeting towards and what they are wanting to represent themselves as, so it's obviously a luxury brand, and obviously like the pricing reflects that as well. So I think there's a lot of talk about certain companies increasing the RRP to their items. So like Zimmerman, for example, they used to be a lot cheaper, and recently they did increase their prices because they wanted to be seen as a luxury brand. So a lot of people had an issue with that, and I think that when a company does switch to kind of manufacturing their items in like China, you know, it's a lot of profit for that company, because it doesn't cost a lot of money for them to make the item and manufacture it. Oh, it doesn't cost a lot of money for them to actually manufacture the item and to pay their workers as well. Plus it would be quite, I'm not saying it'd be, you know, cheap AF, but it would be a lot cheaper to manufacture something in an overseas company, and an overseas factory, rather than manufacturing in here in Australia. So when it's made in China, for example, and I've been to Vietnam, I've learned about this quite in depth last year. It's quite cheaper to manufacture there and to pay their, you know, workers. So when an item is retailed for a higher price, you know, if something costs $20 Australian to make and they're, you know, selling it for like $100, they're obviously going to make an $80 profit. And I think, from my understanding, that money goes back into the company in regards to their marketing campaigns, in regards to, like, you know, them maintaining their website and, like, you know, making it better and all that kind of stuff. So that obviously is how a company lasts and how they survive. They need to make a profit somewhere. They need to be able to, you know, pay their staff and expand and do all that kind of stuff. So I understand that 100%, but there are certain things that are just priced way too high, and I just don't understand why. So yeah, I don't know, I thought I would just chuck that in there. Anyway, so the dress is really, really cool. I will show pictures later on and videos later on, but we're just going to read the description. So it says it's stretch chantilly lace over a soft nude lining. So it's stretchy. Yeah, it's stretchy. It has a tie-up shoulder strap with gold detail. Yep, it does have gold. It's over there, by the way, in my dress. It has a hidden back zipper with hook and eye. It's fully lined, which it is. That's good. It's elasticated wristband, which I like. And the length of the dress is 55 centimeters. Now, it also has what the model's wearing. So the model here is wearing a size 8. It also has the material of the item. So the outer, so the exterior part, so the part that you see. This is the dress, as you can see. Yep, looks really strange, just on a hanger. the outer part is obviously like the exterior bit, right? So it's 60% cotton and 40% nylon. Nylon is what makes it stretchy, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the nylon is what makes it like a little bit elasticated. And the lining, so obviously like these bits in here, is 97% polyester and 3% spandex. Again, spandex is the stretchy bit. Polyester is a material that is used in like winter because it kind of it locks in heat. So cotton is a lot more breathable, like it's naturally made, whereas polyester is like something that you like, you know, robes you wear to bed, that's what polyester's like, that's what they're made out of, polyester, because they like keep you warm. And most like blankets, like most like faux fur shearling coats, like they're made out of polyester. So it's interesting that the lining's polyester. Like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wear this in winter, even though I'm going to. Like, I bought it for a friend's birthday, which is in like the middle of June. So I'm gonna be the idiot wearing it in winter. But I think it's good that it's in the sense that I'm wearing it in winter. It's nice. It's got polyester internally because it'll keep me warm, kind of. Not really, but yeah, that's what the material is. Now, yes, I ordered a size 8. Now, I was a little bit apprehensive. Obviously, purchasing online for me is a bit like, I like it and I do it. I'm like good, like not that I'm good at it, but I know like a lot of people don't like buying online. They don't understand it. They think it's hard. I don't have an issue with it. I think, you know, the main brand that I buy things online is the Iconic. I love the Iconic. It is so reliable. Like, they're so good. So the Iconic is a brand that I like have no issue with. Obviously with a new brand, it's like, do I buy online? I was umming and ahhing about this dress for like ages. Sorry, my phone's gonna die. Haha. I was umming and ahhing for ages, but I finally like bought it. Anyway, so I bought a size 8. Now, when I received it, I obviously, you know, this is the dress. So this is the tag. Sophia, so it's beautifully like made. It's so like chic and like pretty. Is that what? Yeah, I don't know if that does anything for me. It does like kind of enhance the color. So it's got the website URL here, and then you open it up and it's got nothing in it, so that's cute. So this is the dress. It is like, I will say, I love the lining. It feels soft. You know, like it's obviously like well made. I would definitely say it's well made. There aren't any imperfections. The lining is quite good. It is very delicate. It's a very delicate item. But that's just the nature of it. I knew that would be the case. So yeah, that's the dress. And then obviously on certain websites, and I think I know why they do this now, but I like to know where my item has been made. So obviously this is an Australian brand. That doesn't necessarily mean it's been made in Australia. So I couldn't find that on this website. So I kind of thought to myself, it's most likely not made in Australia. A lot of brands that are luxury, if they are made in somewhere like Italy, they will say it on their website. They'll say made in Italy. If it's not made in Italy, if it's made in like China, they usually don't say. Now, don't quote me on this. I could be wrong, but from my personal experience, I have noticed that. So, just interesting. Anyway, so when I got the item, I wanted to find the tag inside. So every item most likely has a tag inside its thing. It pretty much says the make of it, like what it's made out of, and just to confirm, it says the exact same to what the website's claiming. It's 60% cotton, 40% nylon, and then the lining interior. Now, it also says the washing instructions. Obviously, I think that's very important. With anything like this, I personally don't dry clean or wash in a washing machine. I will hand wash it because it's so delicate, and I don't want to take it to a dry cleaner. I don't trust dry cleaners, so no. I'm going to hand wash it. Anyway, so it tells you the instructions. So turn inside out before washing, cold hand wash separately in mild detergent. Do not soak or bleach. Do not wring or twist. Do not spot clean. Do not tumble dry. Dry flat in shade inside out, away from direct sunlight. Cool iron inside out. Now, at the bottom, very bottom, it says made in China. So, it's retailing for $380. It's made in China. So, who knows how much profit this is made for someone buying it. Like, for someone buying one of these items, it's $380. It wouldn't have cost $380 to make in China. I know that for a fact. Especially that it's like polyester cotton. Like, it's just no way. So obviously, you know, they're targeting themselves as luxury. That's just, you know, that's how it is. They've got to make a profit. They have to make a profit, or they wouldn't be profitable. They wouldn't make any money. It wouldn't be, you know, they wouldn't have the opportunity to, like, utilize the brand and, like, you know, get it out on Instagram and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's the item. I have tried it on, and it is extremely open, so it fits me well. I was a little bit scared that I got the wrong size, because recently I've been, like, in jeans, I have not been a size 8. I've been, like, a size 6, which is not, like, I'm not used to that. I'm usually a size 8 Australian. So I was kind of scared that it would be, like, too big on me, but thank God it isn't. The back is definitely a little bit bigger, but I think I can just fix it with a safety pin. I feel like if I did buy a size 6, it just would have been, like, way too short. However, I could be wrong, so I don't know. I'm not going to exchange it just for, like, that small little imperfection that I can definitely fix. But, like, it looks really cute on. It's definitely not something I would wear all the time, because it's so, like, temperamental and, like, you know, but it's definitely, like, a good item to have for, like, an event or a special occasion. So I will wear it to, like, my event. And yeah, like, I've put it on. I'll definitely put that video in probably now and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so once you take it out of the bag, you get this. So I'm really nervous that it's not going to fit me, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm curious to know where the invoice pack is. There's no... So this is it. Right, so there's actually no documentation in here. Usually when I get something online, I'll get a docket that will explain the returns policy or exchange policy if need be, and you'll get to, like, fill out like, kind of what you're selecting if you want to refund it or exchange it or just get, like, a credit note. But there doesn't seem to be a document in this packaging, which is interesting. Maybe it's all emailed to me. I'm not too sure. I can't quite remember. But I'm just gonna pull it up against me and see what the sizing looks like. So I've got it on. I do like it. I do really, really enjoy it. I think it's really playful. It's very holiday vibe, Santorini, Mykonos kind of vibe. Let me just say, if you have big boobs, you will not fit into this. This is a size, so I got a size 8. I think it went from a size 6 to a size, I'm not sure what the largest size was, but I purchased a size 8. Usually I am a standard size 8 Australian. I vary between a 6 to an 8, but usually I'm an 8. I am really, really thrilled that this does fit me, because I kind of thought, because it's a dress, I don't want it to be too short. I definitely think that if something's too long, you can always alter it, whereas if something's too short, you can't save it at all. But as you can see, like, this section here is very, very skimpy. I'm usually not used to wearing things that show chunks of my skin, but I think that the sleeves, they're balloons. I think they make up for the skin exposure here. I'm very big on balancing out the body. So if I'm wearing something, like if I'm wearing, like, an off-the-shoulder, I'd like to wear pants. And even with, like, the fitting, like how fitted clothing is on me. So if I'm wearing, like, a loose fitted top, I pair it with a tight pant, vice versa. So I definitely think that the sleeves do make up for the exposure. I think it's quite fun. I the more I have this on, the more I'm like, yeah, I really, really like this. So this is the dress in a mirror. This is my mirror in my room. So yeah, that's what the dress looks like. It is like quite beautiful. I do think it's good. It's got like that lining, which is always a plus, especially with white. You don't want it to be see-through. I like the sleeves. I do, like, I keep wanting to try pick this up, but I think it's pretty short. Yeah, I think it looks quite cute. And then the back's pretty as well. It's like a cutout. Here's another view of the dress in a little bit more detailing up the top. So you've got these tie-ups here that you can adjust. You could probably even just wear these, like tuck these in and not have them showing, so it would just be an off the shoulder, because this bit here is elastane, so it does, it won't drop or anything like that. It's not going to fall, so that's secure. Yeah, this is the dress here. I keep falling because I'm like on my tippy toes. But yeah, it is quite nice. I feel like a gypsy. I feel like I'm going to my own gypsy wedding. Like, that's, yeah. But in a good way. Like, I do really love it. So good job, Sophia the label. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. I'm definitely going to be vlogging my Europe trip, so I'm very excited for that. And then I'm going on another trip next year with a girlfriend, so I'm going to record that too. And I'm probably going to do a mukbang with her, the girl I'm going away with, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!